Hey guys, welcome to another driving test video. So this was a test at Bromley Test Center on the 27th of April 2022. Test time was 14 past 10 in the morning and it was a fail with a driving fault for response to traffic signs, road sign signals and so on. But particularly it was to do with the response to a road sign, which we're going to be looking at later on in the video. So stick around and let's go through the video and see why this test was a fail. Make use of the space within the green section. Previous test before this, the learner failed because she was positioned just on the red, blocking traffic behind from continuing straight. So the learner climbs over the curb while doing this, pulling up on the left. Now, because I haven't seen the report yet, but I know that was not the reason for the fail, so we would assume that that would be a minor fault on this test. So ahead at the roundabout was where the learner got the serious fault. As a rule of thumb, when going straight ahead at the roundabout without any floor markings, then you can use the left lane to continue straight ahead if your exit is straight ahead. But in this case, there is a left arrow on the floor in the left lane, which means you can only turn left in that lane. Now you have to remember that because of the way this roundabout is, the minute you enter into the roundabout, you're now destined for the first exit, and this is why you should put yourself into the correct lane before you get to that giveaway line. And if the learner had continued straight and exited at the first exit, then she would not have failed this driving test for that situation there. Even though she signaled right to turn right at that point, but that was no longer a lane change. You are now turning right from a lane in which you should only be going left. And most of the times where I've seen this happen on a driving test, there is always not enough time to change lanes safely. And even if you can change lanes safely in your own opinion, how is that going to affect other road users behind you? Do they have enough time to brake and react or respond to that action? When carrying out a bay parking, it is okay to open your door or come out of the car to check if you've parked correctly within the bay. However, remember that if you're going to do this, then you should make sure that your car is fully secured before you exit the car or open your door. Now, when you're turning right into a road like this with heavy traffic, my idea and advice to you is always to look nice and smiley. Look at the cars or the drivers on your right and give them a nice smile. This way, they're more likely to give you way. And if they give you way, don't rush out. Just go into that lane that they've given you, paying attention to the vehicles coming from the left, and wait until it is safe, or if someone else gives you way again on the left, and then you can move in. Don't forget, don't rush yourself, don't stress out. Someone is giving you way to go in front of them and block them. And that is what you should be doing while observing to your left to make sure it is safe. Don't cross into the left lane until it's safe to do so. Don't forget to look right at the giveaway for vehicles or other road users. And if you find yourself in this situation with a bus pulling up in front of you, then consider stopping if it is not safe to change lane yet, just like the driver has done in this case. Don't forget that when you're turning left or right and you've got 2 lanes or 3 lanes or 4 lanes going into your direction, then you should always use the left lane, which is your normal driving lane. Unless, of course, if you are instructed to keep right or you're turning right after that right turn, or maybe traffic signs or roadwork forces you into that situation. So use your left. If there were more traffic in this time or at this situation, it would have been much difficult for the learner to get back to the left lane, especially when there is just only one car in the left lane. So don't give yourself extra work. If you stay to your left, you're always going to be better off. So keep to your left. When you observe that the lane ahead of you is going to be changing and opening up into more than one lane, remember to keep next to the line on your left, and that way you would always end up back in the left lane, no matter how many lanes opens up around you. Keep to the left and you would end up in the left lane at all times, so that you don't have to keep straddling from one lane to the other lane because you're not always positioning in the correct lane when the lane changes and opens up. So at this point, they are now heading back to the test center. So as you would see, this is just another fail for misjudgment. So it's always and mostly those little things that you actually do not think would fail you. Now, funny enough, the learner thought she didn't fail because of that. She actually asked me a couple of times, are you sure? Because I signaled right and so on and so forth. But yes, unfortunately, you should just continue straight and exit at the first exit or in the first exit. Don't change lane when you've already gone past the arrow telling you should only be turning left on that lane, or right, or vice versa. So remember, continue and just follow the direction of the arrow. Can I change lane but I signal right and it was safe? Just save yourself all of that worries, having to think of all those extra decisions you're gonna have to do, your mirrors, your signals, and all of that. It's just as simple as you've passed that arrow directing you to only go left or right, then just continue and follow that direction. You would be told what to do next, or put on a reroute or rerouted on where to go or what to do after. So I hope that you find this video useful, and don't forget guys, please, I would appreciate it if you like the video, then click the like button, or even if it's just one or two things you picked from the video that would be useful for your test, then I'd appreciate a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, remember, click the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? So yep, anyways, that's it guys. I've got another video coming up. It's another test, but this time around it was all the way in Sheffield Handsworth Driving Test Center, and yet another fail because of responding to traffic sign, and that would be coming up soon. And don't forget, it shouldn't be only the driving test in your test centers that you should be watching, because there's a lot you can learn from other test centers videos as well. So yep, I'll leave it here today, and I hope that you find it useful. So remember, if you have any questions or comment, then leave your comment below, and I would try as much as possible to get back. I often respond to all the comments below. Might not be immediately, but I would eventually get to it. So yep, see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and keep safe on the road. Take care.